Hello, today here I am making video number, I think we're maybe on, I want to say 90 something. We're in the 90s, and I have a super fun topic to talk to you about today, and that is how being an entrepreneur is like playing Scrabble. So here's a little known thing about me, which is that in my former life, in my earlier life, I used to be a competitive Scrabble player. Actually, maybe you have figured that out already, because you know I really love words and I love to play with words, and I see everything as a metaphor for everything. So here's what I want to talk to you about today. How can you apply the rules of the game Scrabble to your entrepreneurial life, to your business? And this is super cool, and I just got this inspiration to share this with you because I was about to take my turn in Scrabble, and then I was like, oh, I have to make a video about this. So think about the Scrabble board, right? When you want to be an entrepreneur, you decide, right? You have a blank board. You can fill it up any way you want, right? Just like the Scrabble board, it's blank in the beginning. There's no tiles on it. There are no tiles on it, and you decide how you want to put down your tiles. So in Scrabble, the tiles that score the most points, right, the Q and the Z and the J, are actually the most challenging tiles to play. And they are the least likely tiles to use in a bingo, which is what you call it when you put all 7 tiles down at once. So you're way more likely to get a high score, because you get 50 extra points for a bingo. You're way more likely to get that super high score when you play the simplest tiles, right? Think about it. The A, I, E, R, S, T, N, right? All of those tiles and all the other one-pointed tiles, right? They don't have that many points on the face of it, but those very small, simple tiles are the ones that lead to the greatest reward. So what does that mean? That it's simple daily steps that you do every single day that lead to the greatest reward. It's not the get-rich-quick thing. It's not getting the Z or the Q or the Z. You know, sometimes that works, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that, and I certainly wouldn't stake my Scrabble strategy on that either. Here's another rule about Scrabble that applies to being an entrepreneur. So in Scrabble, the way you get the most points are called parallel plays. And that is, let's say you've got a word here, and you could go this way, right? But if you could make a word this way, then you've got not only this new word, but you've got the word here and here and here and here and here, right? Does that make sense? So how does that relate to your life as an entrepreneur? It's about leveraging your time. And it's about recognizing that sometimes you can bundle tasks, and then you can get, you know, let's say, I don't know if I can come up with an example off the top of my head, but if you bundle your tasks so you don't waste a lot of time, you can actually get more done in less time. And so that's what happens when you do a parallel play, is you can actually get more points, right? You could say that this is your tile rack. If you played the word this way or this way, you would get way more points if you played it this way, because you'd get not only this word, but this one, this one, this one, this one. So that's another thing. It's like leveraging your letters is a way of leveraging your time. Another rule about Scrabble that I think applies to being an entrepreneur is that when you play a super, super tight board, so this is actually going to be counter to what I just shared about looking for opportunities for parallel plays, which is that when you play a super tight board, that is, when there are not a lot of opportunities to bingo, it's way harder. So you want to play what's called an open board. Think about, you know, a big octopus with its arms totally stretched out, so there's lots of space, lots of intersecting areas. That's going to lead to a much higher score. And if you play a super tight board where all your letters are like this, right? They're like all clumped up like a crossword puzzle. It's very hard, right? Because it's so cramped, it's so tight, it's really hard to get any points that way. And that's true in your business. You want to create a really open, spacious, Is it still going? I don't know if it's still going because I got an interrupt message. Can you guys send me some love? Send me like a heart or a thumb up or something so I know it's working, because I just got an error message, so I don't know if this is actually still working. Those of you who are watching, can you send me anything and let me know? Oh, it seems like I've been disconnected. Okay, I'm going to finish and I'll start again.